Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. So in today's video I'm going to be sharing with you my top 5 Christmas books for toddlers. I am a parent who is a Christian, so some of these are Christian books, and I also follow Montessori, so some of them are Montessori style Christmas books. So there's a little variety there for you guys, and I really hope you enjoy this video. My taste and my favourite books obviously progress over the years as I find more and find better ones, but these are my current favourite Christmas books for toddlers. So we'll kind of go in reverse order from my least favourite to my favourite, so make sure you stick around to the end to see my all-time favourite Christmas book for this year. But my first book is this one. It's called Christmas Magic. This is Montessori style. It's basically a little story about a little girl who tells you all the things she loves about Christmas. So this is about the carol singers ringing the bells at the door, and then she likes to put on her special pyjamas and hang up her stocking, and then at the end she's like, happy Christmas, because it's Christmas, and she's very excited because it's Christmas morning and she gets her presents. So this isn't a Christian book, this is just a secular book, and it is Montessori in my opinion because it's about real life events, and the pictures inside it are quite realistic. This is my first recommendation. My second one is around here, and it's this one called Dear Santa. Obviously if you don't want to do Santa in your house, not one for you, but I like this one because Samuel was really engaged with this last year and he's going to love it again this year as well. And it's basically, I wrote to Santa to tell me something special for Christmas, so he sent me and he sends a bunch of different things which are all under flaps. So a little car, and then a little ball he gets sent, and yeah, Samuel really loves to do this one, all the different things that they send him, but it's like too messy or too noisy or too something. And at the end Santa brings a little cat, which is exactly what he wants, and it's a little fluffy, it's like a touchy-feely fluffy book as well. So that's a really nice interactive book, very simple, very good for 1-year-olds as well, and yeah, just like a little simple book about presents. The next book that I have is this one. It is the Christmas Bible Storybook, and yeah, it's kind of semi-realistic, so like the little people in it are fairly realistic. You can see it's like photograph style. It's very simple, real story of Christmas. So Mary and Joseph went to Bethlehem, there was nowhere for them to stay, and you can see there's very few words in this, which is great for younger toddlers, and it talks about the angels coming and the shepherds coming and etc, and yeah, it's very simple, very nice, and it's very durable because it's a word book, so a really great one for young toddlers. Number 2 is one that you'll probably hear about everywhere in Christian circles, and it is God Gave Us a Christmas. So it's all about the story of a little polar bear who asks who invented Christmas, and it's the mummy bear telling the little polar bear all about God and how you can see God all around you, and they go on like a little trip and things like that. So I'll show you one of the pages. So for example, they're like, let's go and find God. So they're like walking to the top of the mountain. That's like the illustrations in it. And then there you go. So for example, this page is like, what is that? Little cub asks in wonder as she watches the dancing lights, so like the northern lights. That is God at work, little cub. He sent his only son as a baby so that we would know light from dark. Jesus is the light of the world. Jesus is how God gave us Christmas. So it's all about how God gave us Christmas, as the title would suggest. And it's good because it's got a bit here, I like this bit. It's about Santa. It's got Santa in it, so again, if you're really anti-Santa, maybe not, but it says, but what about Santa, little cub asked. Did God give us Santa? Santa Claus reminds us about many good things like generosity and care, but it is God and Jesus that we celebrate most at Christmas. We want to thank God for giving us Christmas. So this is kind of what I like, because I'm not really anti-Santa. I don't like oppose the idea of Santa. I just like to prefer to like focus on God and Jesus' birth, and this book really is really in line with that way of thinking. So I really like that. It's not Montessori because there's like little bears talking and stuff, but it's definitely very Christian, and this is the #1 recommended book for little kids by Christians, and I'm going to try it out with Samuel this year. But yeah, I really like it. It really teaches them a lot, I think. especially older toddlers. As their toddler gets older, they'll get more from this because they'll really start to understand what it's all about, and wow, God gave us Christmas. And it's a really interesting new way to, a new take on telling kids about Jesus without doing like just doing the traditional Christmas story. This is like a new interesting take on it. I really like this book. Okay, and number one book that I like, and it is this one. It is Lucy and Tom at Christmas by Shirley Hughes. This is like an author. She writes a lot. She's wrote a lot of books. This book was published in like 1980 something. So I had a lot of these books when I was a child. So it's quite nostalgic. But the illustrations in these books, guys, are so nice. They're like old-fashioned-y and beautiful. And this is a story all about basically this little boy and this little girl preparing for Christmas. It talks about Mary and Joseph, and then putting out the little figures with baby Jesus and the three kings. They buy like little presents for their family, like really simple presents like mugs and stuff. It's like a really nice old-fashioned book with beautiful illustrations in it, in my opinion. And they're going to the Christmas market. It's a very, very simple Christmas. So it's not like crazy Christmas these days. They buy each other simple presents. They hang things on the tree together. They just do really simple Christmas things, and it's a really beautiful book about Christmas. And it's beautiful, guys. I love it so much. And then on the last page, I'll show you the last page. It says, on earth, peace, goodwill towards men. It's dark outside. The lights shine out into the street. Merry Christmas, Lucy and Tom. Merry Christmas, everyone. So I would count this under my Christian book category because it does include the story of Jesus as like part of their Christmas. It's very Montessori because it's all about the little boy and the little girl, and it's things that little kids can relate to. So this is my favourite book this year. I love it so much. It's so nostalgic as well because it's like all the illustrations make me think of my childhood. But I really love this one. So yeah, I'll just show you one more page in it because it's so nice. So nice. What are they doing? Oh, this is them finding out Santa's come. This is them finding Santa's come and getting their little presents out of their stocking. I don't know what it is about this book, guys, but I highly recommend it. It's such a nice book. Wow, what's happened to my lighting? There we go. Such a nice book. So I want you to leave me your favourite book for toddlers down below because I'm willing to check out more books. I love books. Samuel loves books. Books are the best. Those are my top 5 picks for this year. I hope that really helps you guys and gives you some kind of inspiration or gives you some kind of insight into the books that I like, and maybe you'll want to buy 1 or 2 of them. If you do, I'll link all the like links down below and you can go and check them out directly. And I'll see you very soon in my next one. Bye, guys.